Namaste, hello, welcome, greetings, and thanks for joining me, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Rising Signs. February, it's February, we're about to be February, so happy February to you. I am going to do a 9-card reading here today using the Osha Zen deck, and then I'm also going to pull the card from the Witch's Wisdom for each of the signs. So I have a Lunar New Year event in the first part of February that's going on, and that's really wonderful and great, and I hope you're able to join us for that if you'd like. There's, Groundhog Day and midwinter or in bulk that's happening also in the first part of February, and I haven't been focusing on that as much because Lunar New Year this year is falling right on the same time. It doesn't always. And I've chosen to do the Lunar New Year event. So for the general readings, I wanted to pull in a little bit of that midwinter energy, and so I really felt drawn to the Witch's Wisdom Oracle for that. So first couple cards, we're going to look at current self and the theme of the month for you. Current self, existence. And theme of the month, inner voice. This is the card number 1 and card number 2 in the major arcana. So there's a flow and harmony, and here there's a connection and growth occurring in February for you. So you're starting up the month, and February in large has you feeling sort of, I don't know, maybe some of you are feeling lonely, but ultimately it's about kind of the opposite. It's about feeling whole within yourself and feeling connected to all of existence, allowing yourself to just be. This can be rest, recovery, vacations for some of you. Some of you might really just be enjoying the waves of love energy occurring with Valentine's Day and holidays. So that's how you're being represented here. And then inner voice is the theme. So this is about being able to connect into that place of peace and tranquility, and where you're receptive to the messages from the universe, to the messages from your higher self, God, source, creator, angels, guides, and so on. And being able to hear it, distinguish it, recognize it, the courage to listen to it, and means to listen to it. So the theme here is inner voice. It's really lovely. For the next 3 cards, we're going to look more into like goals. We're going to start with key goal, look at obstacle to overcome, and then a major accomplishment. My Taurus. Okay. So key goal, you have exhaustion here showing up. This is the 9 of fire, the 9 of wands. Hang in there. It looks like you guys have been working really hard. You've been putting a lot of energy into something, and in all honesty, some of you might not have been working smart. You might have just been working hard, or not as smart as you're about to learn how to work, because this is a card that represents burnout, and it represents kind of cluttering our life with tasks and things to do and obligations and work. And there are sacrifices that come with that, and it puts burdens and tolls on us, our physical body, our health, and other areas of our lives. But for those of you who've been working really hard on something, hang in there, because you're at this end of this cycle. And so something's about to come to fruition here, and you're about to see some sort of result. And that could be the key goal is you want to see the results. You want to see the fruits of your labor. You want to be able to relax. You want perhaps your life a little more organized, a little more clarity. You want to feel revitalized. Okay. The obstacle to overcome here is the mind. You have the mind card, and this is overthinking things. This is letting your mind play tricks on you and get the best of you, and kind of he's got like steam coming out of his mind, chimneys and steam coming out of his head. So it's overthinking, overanalyzing, kind of worry, fear, doubt, what ifs, wasting energy really through doing so as well. So that's the obstacle to overcome. And the major accomplishment is totality, the 5 of fire or wands. And this is a beautiful energy. It's an energy of interconnectedness, working together, of trust in the universe, trust in fate, your higher self, God, source, etc., to assist you. And it's coming to a place of success. I feel. So, I know that's vague. These are general readings, but it's nice to see that come up as the major accomplishment. It's also about dedicating yourself fully to something, putting your energy in the right direction and being mindful and dedicating yourself to something fully, seeing something through, right? Totality. Okay. So now we're going to look at what to avoid, embrace, where to find support, advice and encouragement. For my Taurus, month of February 2019, please. To avoid, what to embrace, where to find support, and advice and encouragement. Okay. What to avoid. You have a major arcana card here. It's the 8. It's called Courage. What to avoid is going in the wrong direction, ceasing to grow, putting the brakes on your own growth, giving up, losing faith, letting things bog you down, getting depressed, feeling like you'll never make it to where you're trying to go ultimately. You'll never have success. All of these things are things to avoid with this card. It did actually show up reversed to me, but I don't really read these reversed yet. I don't know. I guess I sort of do now since they're insisting on coming out both ways, no matter how I try. I just have to kind of allow spirit to do its thing. So you want to grow, right, towards the sunlight, not towards the challenges. This is about being able to overcome the odds through your persistence, through your courage, through your determination. That's what this card is really about. So the message here when it comes up in the position of what to avoid is going backwards. Avoid going away from the light, avoid going away from what nourishes you. Go for it. Avoid giving up. Everything I mentioned before. I don't want to get too stuck on the card. What to embrace. Rebirth. 10 of Clouds, or 10 of Swords in other decks, this would be called. So this is your transformation, changes afoot with February. Transformation, life, energy, vitality, rebirth. There may be some changes in your life that you're wanting to have take place, that you're wanting to create, ways you want to change as well. So they're saying to go ahead and embrace that. This can also be self-expression and opening your mind to receive fresh new energy. Again, that clearing away of the overthinking. So this is, the Clouds suit. This is dealing with our minds and the element of air and our mental world. Okay. So maybe the way you're communicating with yourself is going to be sort of reborn, positive affirmations put into place, things of that nature. very general. So going into where to find support, we have the Queen of Clouds, morality. So this could be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. It could be somebody who specializes for their work, specializes in communications somehow, like a therapist or a lawyer or etc., really. It could be a musician. Perhaps you're trying to express yourself with words better. So it could be like looking to a musician to mentor you. There's definitely that possibility here. It's sort of a teacher-student dynamic that sometimes can come up with this card as well. Where to find support? Ultimately, though, energy is within you as well. The Zen deck teaches us, the Zen Osho deck, teaches us that this energy is within us as well. So, where to find support is with your own moral compass. Your own heart center, your own moral compass, your own internal guidance system. And it is definitely about holding an open mind, though, rather than rigidity. That's sort of the Queen of Swords, or this card's shadow side, their falling point. So let's look at advice and encouragement. Oh, this could be within your own mind too, so journaling could be really helpful this month for some of you. Advice and encouragement card is guidance, the Three of Rainbows. This is about your internal guidance, your intuition. It's about the type of energies you connect to also in life when you start embracing life and joy and fun. It's when you raise your vibration, and you can find guidance anywhere. You can find signs from spirit, from God, source, everywhere, and sometimes that is through slips. Things come out through other people's mouths. Sometimes, there's objects that you find, and you're able to make mental connections there with that. So guidance is around you. If you're looking for it, you have to open yourself for it as well. It's a balance of the energies of going out and seeking it, looking for it, taking action steps. And also there's that polarity, the opposite, where it's being calm and waiting and patient and receptive and allowing guidance to come to you. So if you're doing too much of the first, then you're chasing it away. And that's kind of what the cards were indicating as a cautionary bit of information there with the Queen of Swords and the other cards. Alright, Taurus, so next up I'm going to do your Witch's Wisdom Oracle card. Alright, one card please, the best card you could give us for true messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Rising for the month of February 2019. What do our guides present us with? Watchtower of the East, spring. Okay, so spring is coming. Spring is upon us. I'm going to open the book for this, but spring is upon us. Some of you maybe would find some benefit in looking forward to spring. You're starting to plan for spring, look forward to spring in some way. Or there's this energy of rebirth, of newness and freshness coming into your life. Let's take a look in the book. Okay, so I need to go to W for Watchtower. Watchtower of the South, summer. Watchtower of the East, spring. Okay, so Watchtower of the East revealed. Hail and welcome, ancient ones of the magic circle of the East. The air blows new ideas and thoughts as the wand points us in the right direction. The element of air induces the winds of fortune as we focus on new beginnings. As the sun rises at dawn, it welcomes springtime and the goddess in her maiden aspect, and the god is the youth. Okay, Witch's Foresight says, work with the element of air to enhance your meditative and visionary skills. You will be assisted in a test or exam that is coming up. Your creative juices are flowing. This is a good time to pen your ideas. Cast your spells at dawn. All right, we're going to read one more passage, which is wisdom, and then I'm going to read the chant to you to end the reading for today. So, calling the guardians and gatekeepers of the East. The season of spring brings you fresh ideas as it works in conjunction with the element of air. By visiting the Watchtower of the East, you are being assisted in your journeying work through meditation and connection with the astral plane. Inspiration, creativity, and aspiration grace you. The East will assist with writing, tests, poetry, communication, and intelligence. Now's the time to connect with the god in his boyhood and the maiden aspect of the triple goddess, to plant your seeds and dream big so that the guardians of the East can usher in all that is needed for you to achieve your goals. The color yellow represents the element of air and should be used in accordance with your magical workings at dawn. Spring heralds new beginnings for you in association with whatever card flanks this one. Okay. So the chant. 'Tis the first stirring of spring. New beginnings doth East bring. Drink of what it represents, purity, growth, and expectance. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There it is done. It's a beautiful reading, Taurus. Know what I'm going to title yours. I hope you have a wonderful February, and I'm offering more readings throughout this month, so if you're interested in that, then I can come back and talk to you soon, hopefully. Take care. Be well.